Would you go to Mars if there was no return trip?
No.
No?
Well, I mean, it depends what you're talking about. If this is like in like the distant future where Mars has been like thoroughly, like it's been oxygenized and there's
No,
like an
this
atmosphere.
this is a cowboy manifest destiny to Mars with
Okay,
100 settlers.
But like a cowboy can go outside without having to wear like a spacesuit.
Yeah, this
like,
is the new cowboy.
Oh, that just seems really depressing.
Yeah.
You know, every time you want to go out and get some sun, you have to like put on like your spacesuit and like create like a vacuum sealed like space within your body. Like
Cowboys back then were saying, "Oh, these city people can go outside without wearing, assless leather chaps." It is so hard to be a settler.
But the cowboy has freedom. The cowboy can go outside in the assless
no,
leather
it
chaps.
can't. He's in like Arizona. If he goes outside for too long, he will die.
Like there are always environmental factors that can kill you given
Yeah.
enough time.
And
Like,
Arizona is like Mars.
No, I think that being able to go outside without a spacesuit, I'm sorry, that's just like pretty fundamental to me. Like I can't imagine a life without it, and I don't want it to imagine. What about you? What's your
I totally would. I imagine like the future of Mars culture. Like say I'm one of the 100 settlers on Mars. I control 1% of all culture developed on Mars from then on.
If you're clever enough, it could be more than 1%.
Yeah, I know, and I could be like the Plato of Mars. This new spore of human life. I really decide what it's like. I have so much autonomy. I think that's
if you could live in a
exciting.
dungeon for the rest of your life, in like the most like miserable, like dingy dungeon, and yet with the assurance that your ideas and thoughts and behaviors would have a 50 or even more % influence on the future of the human race, would you accept that bargain?
I mean, it's so narcissistic to even want that. But that's the same thing as like, the Buddhist, maybe not Buddhist, but like the Socratean ideal of the guy who just sits on a mountain and meditates on the forms. Like his sensory input is not important, but his intellectuality has so much power. Like that you're asking me the same question. Would I rather be the perfect meditative philosopher than
What would a world with 50% Cosmo influence look like?
it would probably be so horrible. Much worse than I would like it to be.
For all my pride, for all the value that I place on my own thinking, I genuinely believe a world where most people think like me is a horrible place to live, and I want no part of it.
I think that too, but 1% I think is a reasonable request
You're right.
on Mars. I don't think I could have do that much damage by
I think
accident. I have
a world
goodwill.
1% more tinged by Cosmo Hinzman's influence would be better than the status quo.
Thank you. That's actually probably like a huge compliment.
Just an intuition.